So you've been looking in the mirror lately and noticing something different. It's not just the way you look physically, but something deeper, something more profound. You're glowing, aren't you? People are starting to notice it too. They're telling you that you look better, that you seem more vibrant, more alive. And you're sitting there wondering why. What's changed? You might even be brushing it off, thinking maybe it's a new skincare routine, or maybe you've been getting more sleep. But what if I told you that this isn't just a coincidence? What if I told you that God is making this happen? That's right, what you're experiencing right now is not just a surface level change. It's spiritual. It's deeper than you could ever imagine. God is working in you, through you, and around you, transforming you from the inside out. And when God starts working on you, it's not just your soul that changes, it's your entire being. You start to radiate differently. You start to look better because you're becoming better. This is the result of a transformation that begins in your spirit and manifests in your physical life. You see, when God begins to move in your life, everything starts to shift. That heaviness you used to carry, it starts to lift. The burdens that used to weigh you down, they begin to dissolve. And as you let go of those things, those fears, those doubts, those insecurities, you make room for something new, something divine. And that's what people are seeing when they look at you. They're seeing the work of God in your life. They're seeing the light that's starting to shine through you.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
But let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered why it's happening now? Why all of a sudden you're starting to look better, feel better, and move through life with more confidence? It's because God has been preparing you for this moment. This transformation didn't just happen overnight. It's been in the works for a long time. Maybe you didn't see it before, but every trial, every struggle, every challenge you've faced has been leading you to this point. God has been refining you, molding you, and preparing you for something greater, and now it's starting to show. Think about it. When you go through fire, you come out refined. When gold is purified, the impurities are burned away, and what's left is something beautiful, something valuable. That's what's happening to you right now. You've been through some things, haven't you? You've faced challenges that felt like they were going to break you. You've walked through the fire, and now you're emerging on the other side stronger, more refined, and yes, looking better than ever. This is not about vanity. This is about transformation. This is about God taking everything you've been through and using it to make you into the person you were always meant to be. And here's the thing, this transformation isn't just for you. It's for the people around you too. When God starts working in your life, it's not just about making you look better, it's about making you a light for others. People are going to start noticing the change in you, and when they do, they're going to want to know what's different. They're going to want to know why you seem so peaceful, why you look so radiant, why you seem so confident. And that's your opportunity to point them to God. That's your chance to say, this isn't just me, this is God working in my life. But here's a question for you. Are you willing to embrace this transformation, or are you going to resist it? Because here's the truth, sometimes when God starts working in our lives, it can feel uncomfortable. We're not used to the light. We're not used to feeling this good. We've spent so much time living in darkness, living in doubt, that when the light finally starts to shine, it almost feels unnatural. But don't let that stop you. Don't let the discomfort of transformation keep you from stepping into the fullness of what God has for you. You've been wondering why you look better, why you feel better, why things are starting to change in your life. And I'm here to tell you that it's because God is making it happen. He's stripping away the old, the things that no longer serve you, and He's replacing them with something new, something divine. So stop wondering, stop questioning, and start embracing the fact that God is transforming you from the inside out. Now that we've talked about how God is making this transformation happen, let's dive even deeper into what's really going on. Because here's the thing, God never does anything halfway. If He's making you look better, feel better, and radiate more light, it's because He's preparing you for what's next. That's right, this transformation you're experiencing is not the end. It's the beginning. It's the preparation phase for something much bigger, much greater than you can even imagine right now. You see, when God starts to move in your life, it's never just for the sake of making you feel good. Yes, He wants you to experience joy, peace, and abundance, but there's always a bigger purpose behind it. God is preparing you for a new season, a new chapter, a new calling, and you need to be ready for it. That's why He's transforming you now, so that when the opportunity comes, when the door opens, you'll be ready to step through it. But here's the thing, preparation is not always easy. In fact, it can be downright difficult. It can feel like a stripping away of everything you once knew. It can feel like you're being stretched beyond your limits. And that's exactly what's happening. God is stretching you, refining you, and preparing you for something that's going to require a new version of you. The old version won't cut it. The old version was weighed down by fear, doubt, and insecurity. But the new version, the version God is creating right now, that version is bold, confident, and ready for whatever comes next. But let me ask you this. Are you willing to go through the preparation process, even when it feels uncomfortable? Because here's the truth, transformation always comes with a cost. There's always something you have to let go of in order to step into what's next. Maybe it's an old mindset, maybe it's a habit, or maybe it's even a relationship that's been holding you back. Whatever it is, God is asking you to release it so that He can make room for something new. And here's the beautiful part, when you let go of the old, you make room for the new. And the new is always better, always. But you have to trust the process. You have to trust that God knows what He's doing, even when it doesn't make sense. Even when it feels like you're losing more than you're gaining. Because here's the truth, God will never take something from you without giving you something better in return. But you have to be willing to let go. You have to be willing to step into the unknown, trusting that God's plan is greater than anything you could ever imagine. So, let me ask you, what is God asking you to let go of in this season? What is He stripping away so that He can prepare you for what's next? Because here's the thing, the transformation you're experiencing right now is not just about looking better or feeling better. It's about becoming the person you need to be in order to fulfill the purpose that God has for your life. It's about stepping into your calling with confidence, knowing that you've been prepared for this moment. But here's where most people get stuck. They resist the preparation process. They want the results without the work. They want the transformation without the refinement. But that's not how it works. You can't skip the process. You can't rush the transformation. It takes time, it takes patience, and it takes faith. But here's the good news: if you're willing to trust the process, if you're willing to embrace the discomfort of transformation, you will come out on the other side stronger, more confident, and more radiant than ever before. So, stop wondering why you look better. Stop questioning why things are starting to shift in your life. It's because God is preparing you for what's next. He's getting you ready for a new season, a new chapter, and a new calling. And all you have to do is trust the process. Now, let's talk about the next phase of your transformation. Because here's the thing, a new season is coming. You can feel it, can't you? You can sense that something is shifting in the spiritual realm, that God is aligning things in your life in a way that you've never experienced before. And let me tell you, this new season is going to be unlike anything you've ever imagined. But here's the question, will you be ready for it? You see, God is not just making you look better for the sake of it. He's not just giving you this newfound confidence and radiance because he feels like it. No, he's doing it because he's preparing you for a new assignment, a new purpose. And when that moment comes, when that door opens, you need to be ready to walk through it. But here's the thing, so many people miss their moment because they're not prepared. They've spent so much time wondering why things are changing, why they're starting to look and feel better, that they forget to get ready for what's next. Don't let that be you. Don't miss your moment because you were too focused on the why instead of the what's next. This is your time. This is your season. God is aligning everything in your life for a reason. Every experience, every challenge, every blessing, it's all been leading to this moment. But here's the thing, you have to be ready to step into it. You have to be willing to embrace the new version of yourself that God is creating. Because here's the truth, you can't step into a new season with an old mindset. You can't walk into your new purpose carrying the baggage of your past. You have to let it go. You have to be willing to release the old so that you can fully embrace the new. But let me ask you something, are you ready for what's next? Are you ready to step into the new season that God has been preparing for you? Because here's the truth, God is not going to force you into it. He's not going to drag you kicking and screaming into your purpose. You have to choose to step into it. You have to choose to embrace the transformation. You have to choose to trust that God's plan is greater than anything you could ever imagine. And here's the beautiful part, when you step into this new season, when you fully embrace the transformation that God is doing in your life, you're going to see things start to shift in ways you never thought possible. Doors are going to open that you didn't even know existed. Opportunities are going to present themselves that you never could have imagined. And through it all, you're going to see God's hand moving in your life in ways that will leave you in awe. But here's the thing, you have to be ready for it. You have to be willing to let go of the old, to trust the process, and to step into the new season with confidence. God is making it happen. He's been preparing you for this moment. And now, it's time to step into it. So here we are. You've gone through the transformation. You've started to look better, feel better, and radiate more light than ever before. You've embraced the preparation process. You've let go of the old. And now, you're standing at the threshold of a new season. But here's the final question, will you step into your divine purpose? You see, everything God has been doing in your life has been leading to this moment. All the transformation, all the refining, all the preparation, it's been for a reason. And now, the time has come for you to step into the fullness of who you were created to be. But here's the thing, it's not going to be easy. Stepping into your divine purpose requires courage. It requires faith. It requires you to trust that God's plan is greater than anything you could ever imagine. But let me tell you something, when you step into your divine purpose, everything changes. Your perspective shifts, your confidence grows, and you begin to walk in a new level of authority and power that you've never experienced before. Because here's the truth, when you're aligned with God's purpose for your life, nothing can stop you. No obstacle, no challenge, no setback can stand in your way. You become unstoppable because you're walking in the fullness of who God created you to be. But here's the thing, your divine purpose is not just about you. It's about the people you're called to impact. It's about the lives you're called to change. And when you step into your purpose, you're not just fulfilling your own destiny, you're helping others fulfill theirs too. You're becoming a light for those who are still in darkness, a beacon of hope for those who are lost. And that's what God is calling you to do. So, let me ask you one final question. Are you ready to step into your divine purpose? Are you ready to embrace the fullness of who God created you to be? Because here's the truth: you were created for greatness. You were created to make an impact. And now, it's time to step into it. God has been making it happen. He's been preparing you for this moment. And now, it's time for you to step into your destiny. Stop wondering why you look better, why you feel better, why things are starting to shift in your life. It's because God is making it happen. He's aligning everything for your good. And now, it's time for you to step into the fullness of what He has for you. Will you do it? Mat.